Yeah, Jay Prince coming at you live and in living color, and you're watching GMT Boxing.
What's going on, everybody? This your boy Slick 50.
It's Polo J, y'all. What's going on? We got another edition of the Judges Table. And what's going on?
Well, you see it. The Canelo effect. He's here in America. But before we get into it, sad to say we won't have live coverage or even record footage because it was limited spacing for this event because it's so huge. You got people coming in from other countries to record this, so we were not granted access to this. So it is what it is, but that will not stop us from showing you coverage or, you know, what we do best over here is give you the best insights on the fights. So please still tune in.
This is true. It just ain't nothing but a small formality for right now.
It happens.
Yeah. So I hope you guys don't cry or get all bent out of shape about it, because we're not.
For real. For a small thing to a giant, man.
Yeah.
But the Canelo effect is real. As I was stating, everybody's in town, want to get they pictures, quotes, interviews with both parties, though. It ain't just all about Mr. Canelo. It's about Caleb Plant. It's about that this man ain't backed out the fight, ain't came up with an excuse. He's following through with his word. In less than 3 days, we will see the results of this.
This is true. And, you know, for some reason, I feel it in my bones. This fight's going to last a lot longer than what people think it is.
I think so, too. And I believe Canelo believe that, too. He's been reneging. He's been reneging on the rounds. He said less than 8, less than 7. Now he said 8 and 9. Then he said 9 on another one. These are every recent interview that gets closer and closer. He keeps stretching it out.
Yes.
I think he sees now. I think as training and finding someone that's similar to Caleb Plant, you know, it's a lot different too. Like a lot of people don't understand. Yeah, we compare him to Billy Joe Saunders, Laura, and all of them, right? But the one factor that is in here, and it's usually not a big deal, but the height difference. Caleb is a lot taller than Canelo. Canelo's going up. He's going to go uphill with this or whatnot. And for that, he's going to have to come in almost a foot's length closer to get that off. All right.
That puts him in danger.
Exactly. And makes him have to fight. Mr. Khalif said he wants to stand there and trade with him. If you've been following Canelo mastery is get in and get out. Get in, get out. When he feel like he got you tired or you're getting wary of what he's doing, then he sticks in the pocket and start throwing power shots. Unless he gets frustrated, and then it's just going to be relentless power shots the whole fight. You get what I'm saying?
I think that's what Plant wants, actually. I think that's what he wants. He wants him to start throwing those wild looping shots because the thing that you got to understand about Canelo, when he starts throwing those power shots, he kind of lets go of defense.
Yes.
He does let go of defense. He's not
very much so.
The thing is, nobody's been able to match him skill for skill, really, except for Triple G. So in this instance, you're fighting somebody who's, I wouldn't say a tier below you, but a half a tier below you far as skill-wise, but has some speed and a very significant reach advantage. You start letting go of defense, that straight left or that straight right's going to keep coming down the pike all night.
And you, like you said, Triple G, man, one of those was so close where people thought Triple G won. Some people thought Canelo won. And the second one, I thought, you know, I felt like Triple G just started too late trying to come back in that fight. But I also saw that it made Canelo have to learn a lot more boxing skills, like trying to fight going backwards. and things like that. He looked like he was a true boxer, like he was constantly moving back and forth, trotting around the ring. In that aspect, why I brung that up is I feel like that's what Khalid has to do. Khalid has to know that ring inside and out. Khalid gonna have to know when to stand in and stand out as well. Now, saying that, it's like preaching to the choir because it's what the boy do best. He's a boxer. So this is what I understand when people say, "Oh, he's gonna have to do this. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that." Granted, I do question: can he do it for a full 12? Right? Because let's be honest. He got a little knockout record, right? So he doesn't go use his last performance wasn't the best. But
it's not that it's knockouts; it's stoppages.
Well, stoppages. Well, yeah, was stoppages, right? But it stops the fight, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I say, can he do it for the full 12, right? His last fight, he did. Everybody judging his last fight and saying like, well, it looks like he gets tired towards the end of the fight. That was just his last fight. Everybody has a bad night. He's not you. I'm not taking up for like I know him, but I'm going off what I watch. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds like I know this dude, like I got his phone number or something. But for what I watched in fights, it doesn't look like he gets tired in the low end of the fight. Not to me. It doesn't. All right. It just looked like that fight, he didn't manage himself right. You know, every boxer have layoff rounds where they try to recuperate. You know what I'm saying? They have their spurts. In that match, it didn't look like it was, I don't know, it was subpar at best. You feel me? So, but it wasn't a garbage fight. It just wasn't what people, it's one thing for okay, Polo dress up every day, then one day Polo not matching. Polo feel like he matching, but everybody else feel like Polo not matching. Nobody's telling Polo he's not matching, but everybody's talking amongst themselves like, what's wrong with Polo today? Polo, something wrong with Polo. The next day you do it again, but nobody's telling them. So therefore, y'all used to seeing Polo being G'd up, but that one time he not matching, y'all feel like now Polo don't know how to dress. Polo style is garbage. Polo, that seems like how it goes. And I'm sorry to use you like that, but you get what I'm saying, though.
It's true. It happens.
You know what I mean? And I hate that people are doing that. I'm not trying to boost up his stock. He has to do that for himself. All I'm saying is when you go into this fight, go into it open-minded. You're finna see a boxer. Yeah, you know why Canelo said what he said? Don't run. Yeah, because that's what boxers do. They try. Now, what running is what kind of what he did. Turning around, sideways, not punching. That's running. Boxers jab while they run. They setting up punches. They know how to go backwards, jab, and come lunge forward on your ass. You seen Mayweather. Mayweather's pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather trap backwards, do a pool count on you so quick. It's part of being a boxer and knowing your capabilities. Okay, so going in with an open mind. If Canelo was to lose, it's because he don't make them excuse. Give the man his props because you're gonna see another fight. Trust me, it's a rematch. You know,
people are not going to give that man his credit for the simple fact that it's Canelo. See, there's a difference between fans and detractors. A fan, no matter what they do, no matter who they're cheering for, they do no wrong.
Right.
In their eyes. A detractor, there's absolutely nothing that person can do to sway their vision. It's easier to sway a fan than it is a detractor. Caleb Plant has a lot of detractors right now. It's more detractors than it is Canelo fans. Right. So, no matter what he does in this fight, for him and his career, it's going to be success if he wins. But to the detractors and the fans, it's going to be a fluke.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about that, the person who you're cheering for, it builds them up even more to where they can be overconfident, be like, hey, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve it. I don't have to change anything. It was just a lucky shot, a lucky this, a lucky that. So where when the rematch happens, it's pretty much the same song and dance. We just got over a trilogy where it was just this. I have faith in my opinion that this is going to be the next big trilogy. Mm-hmm. I think it is.
I feel like, I don't know about trilogy per se, but I will say this: he is getting ready. Like I said, if you watch the press conference, I haven't watched the entire thing. I had a lot of other things I was doing. Canelo has a busted lip. I've never seen Canelo walk into a press conference not one time scarred up in any type of manner. So that tells me he's taking the lead pretty serious. That tells me when he left that first face off, he knew what time it was. Now what I did do today, I went back and we amped up sometime like, oh my God, he did this, he did that, the hype of the fight. But what I like to do, what's up, exclusive? What up, B? What I like to do is go back, look at it, see if I missed something, things like that. My compadres know I tell them, I say this all the time. I said it last night. I said it all the time. It's never the big stuff. It's the little stuff. Mm-hmm. And if you take your time, you'll recognize the little things that led to the one big thing that messed you up. You feel what I'm saying? Like there was telltale signs. You just didn't pay attention. The press conference, now how this going to come off, it's going to come off like I was trying to say it's phony. I just think it's kind of phony on one end. All right, what Khalid did is what Khalid was supposed to do. Intimidate the supposed to be boogeyman. Show him I'm not afraid of you in the ring or out the ring, right? I also think partially it was to psych yourself up like I did that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. So I went back and looked from a bird's eye view. For y'all don't know, they know where it's tape on the ground. So they know where to go stand at, where to meet at in the middle. And then when they turn, there's 2 notches of tape. So they know the face, where to face y'all, right? Mm-hmm. Khalid hurried up and walked over there and walked over the tape. That invaded Canelo's space. So that was the reason Canelo pushed him. Okay. Mm-hmm. Canelo never had nobody invade his space before because he's used to doing it to everybody else. He did a Triple G. He had but a Triple G. And Triple G stayed calm as a button. Like, I don't care what you do. You see what I'm saying? He did the Danny Jacobs, amongst others. This was the first time somebody stepped in his space, which tells me, I said Khalid, Caleb has been doing his homework, right? Mm-hmm. In the midst of that, I don't think he expected to get pushed, but he just wanted to show him I could tap you from anywhere, and he did. He touched him. But I think this is the part where I want your opinion on. Like, I feel like when the retaliation came from Canelo, I felt like Canelo was like, I can't believe this. What am I supposed to do? Like, should I hit him for real? Or should I just give him what he gave me type stuff? And I think at that moment, that's why Canelo was, if you notice, after it happened, they grabbed him. He was not trying to come forward no more. Everybody else was trying to come forward, but I think it discombobulated him a little bit. Like, I didn't expect this to go this way. I didn't expect this. And that's why we got the lie. They said he talked about my mother and all that stuff. When we watched him clearly as day called Boo Boo. What you say? You motherfucker, you never fought nobody? Mm-hmm. So we knew that was a lie, but I think that's why that all came about like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really disregard someone, you're gonna knock them out. You're not gonna care if it's in the ring or out the ring. Another thing too, I know Jimmy Lennon didn't move.
Look,
he stayed there.
I mean, Jim Lennon, he's an old man. He's an old man. He ain't moving too fast for anybody these days.
Yeah, that might not mean nothing either. But see, I still think Canelo was confused. Like, I don't know what the heck going, because he's used to being the aggressor.
See, the thing about being a bully, there's usually somebody who just don't care. They're willing to take a butt whooping just to let you know that you're not the baddest thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I can recall it. I could close my eyes and recall everything that happened. After Canelo pushed him, Caleb threw out that slick left, almost like it was a range-finding jab. After he connected, he instantly shifted to this right to try to slip. Canelo came with the overhand right, and he missed, so he was about to come with the left, but Caleb was looking up the whole time, expecting it. It was like Canelo seen at that point, because Caleb didn't close his eyes. He seen it the whole time that he was.
I peeped that too. He watched the whole thing happen.
He was watching him the whole time. So it was more of a homework thing for Caleb than it was for anything else. He knows when Canelo gets frustrated, he's going to throw that right overhand. If you notice in any of his bouts, when Canelo's frustrated, he throws the right overhand first before he throws anything else. Not a jab, not a hook, anything. The right overhand. So Canelo played into his hands, because what was going to happen is Caleb was going to shoot up with something. Caleb was going to shoot up with something if he tried to connect all the way. And I think that's what it was. It was so much more of, have you ever looked at a chessboard and called your moves beforehand?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was. It was more of a situation like that.
That's
playing chess.
Right. No, go ahead and finish your last part. I'm sorry.
Playing chess without moving the pieces to where you know how many moves it's going to take for you to get that checkmate. In this case, how many rounds is it going to take to get this checkmate? Are you going to do the Queen's Gambit, or are you going to stick with the King's Rule? Which ones are we going to do?
Gotcha.
You don't know, I play chess too, so
I agree with you. I can see that. Like I said, I feel like people are also playing on Caleb to the point, and it sounds like we're cheerleading over here. And first off, thanks, shout out to everybody who coming up in here, just walking in. We talking about Canelo. You know, the big fight is coming up this weekend, and we just weigh in on both sides right now. But we're not cheerleading just for Caleb. We're just talking about Caleb's side at this moment. But at the same time, though, I really hate how people trying to play on the part of what he's doing. They're trying to make it seem like he's scared, afraid. When it's boxing, it's just like if you pay attention to Shakur Stevenson last fight, just because it's the most recent one, this is the one I'm going to use. He hated old boy. He couldn't stand old boy. And I just forgot his Jamel Herring. I can't stand Jamel Herring. I saw first witness, little dudes running around harassing his wife. You know, they was doing all the antics, bro, like to frustrate this man. And it was saying on TV, I can't stand him, man. He my friend. I don't care about him. All this stuff to make y'all think he hated him. But the minute he won, after it was all over, the first thing he did was what? He went and hugged him. Yeah, but the thing was, it wasn't fake. It's just like if you going against somebody you may idolize or somebody you may know, and it's time for us to go to war, bro. I gotta take that image of you that I've been having out of my head somehow. I can't go in here thinking you my friend. I can't go in here believing you my friend. I damn sure want you to understand this is how I'm feeling. I'm not your friend. It's all part of it.
It's a situation where you got to turn that friend into the villain of your story.
Right. You're right. Or in some part, or you may have to be the one to turn heel. You may have to turn heel. Right. You get what I'm saying? So like, you know, and people playing on it like, oh, he's not like that. But you know, in sports, you know, you have to do that. Kobe wasn't like that, but on that court, Kobe didn't care about nobody. Kobe wanted to be the villain. Kobe wanted you to boo him. If that's what it took to get him amped up to make them baskets, that's what he did. And I believe that's what, you know, you got to do sometime as a boxer, because you'll be a fool to think this man boxes. This man's in his division. You think Khalid Plant never watched the Canelo fight and been like, hey, that's a bad motherfucker. You think you'll be a fool to think Khalid may never said that about Canelo.
And see, the thing about idolizing, when they finally become your rivals, you know them. You know them now. You know them.
You watching.
You've been watching. You've been a fan for so long. And then the fandom turned into peer. And then the peer turned into, hold on now, you're not as good as you think you are.
Right.
Then it turns from reverence to like, hold on now. I can actually do this. Because it's easy to take advantage of a lesser tier fighters. But when you consider yourself an upper echelon fighter and you put on the displays to prove that you are an upper echelon fighter, when your idol finally gets there to you and you've seen the path that he's taken, you realize, hold on, I can beat you. Yeah. I can beat you. You're not unbeatable. You are not this unstoppable machine that people are making you out to be. You're not the Hulk.
It's almost like when Allen Iverson first got in front of Jordan. He shook him up. You know, he crossed him over, man, and that was huge. And from there on, AI confidence was already here. He just made it go. Here, he was relentless after that point. You know, so like, and like I say, he was relentless before that, but I mean, he was even more. After. If I could defeat Jordan, ain't none of y'all can stop me then. You know what I'm saying? If I can do him like that, I know you can, you know, whatever. And I feel like Khalid too. Now, let's go to the flip side of it. All right, let's go to the flip side. And in a minute, coming up soon, if you guys got some opinions on this, we will put the link in the chat for y'all to want to. If anybody has something to say, we gonna let y'all in have something to say as well. But now let's go to Khalid. I mean, Canelo side of it. For Canelo side, Canelo, I know a part of him. It's the same old dance. But this is one thing that you gotta know about Canelo. Canelo don't stop training. Canelo trains year round, no matter where he goes, vacation, no matter what this is. I don't care when they showed him golfing. That dude trains every morning for at least 2 hours, relentlessly, not 5 days a week, 7 days a week. He does his thing. This is what this man prides himself on. I acquired a statement of this that he made that I liked. You can't break a poor man's chin. That's what Khalid says to him. He said, guess what? I used to be poor. I could break your chin. So in other words, I know what it takes to get from up under somebody else's thumb. You see what I'm saying? I'm hoping you know how. So if the man mindset is already ready for Caleb Plant, I keep wanting to say Khalid because I heard I don't know, we say Khalid, but Caleb Plant, you know, you're getting your mindset for Caleb Plant like that, that's fine and dandy. But the thing is, I feel like it's almost like a double edge. It's like both of them kind of put themselves in a trip bag. You offered that man a year, what was it, about a year and a half ago for that fight. He turned it down like, no, I'm not gonna fight you in no month and a half. I'm champ too. I'm not doing it. So then he went and fought Liam Smith, fought the one guy, that nobody knew. Yildirim, right? I was making a joke. I knew his name this time. That nobody knew. And then BJ Saunders, right? 3 fights, probably totaled up to what? 8 months, 9 months. It's about a year. Got to be at least a year or something later, right? So this man knew this fight was coming. The league doesn't have the luxury. Caleb does not have the luxury of saying he only gave me a month and a half like he gave them other guys. He knew this fight was coming. He said it himself. He can do all that stuff he want. He be mad at me because I turned the fight down. I got the belt. He got to come back to see me. So it's a double-edged sword, or as we say, they both put themselves in a trick bag because on one end, Canelo is used to fighting people who ain't trained that long. Well, they ain't trained for him that long, which is a very big advantage. Very big advantage. Okay? Doesn't mean that person cannot adapt. But go back and watch Ugas and Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying. Pacquiao was starting out nice, but in the later rounds, who ended up dominating by adapting? Ugas. But when you fighting a class fighter like Canelo, he's not gonna give you time to adapt to like that. You get what I'm saying? You gonna get 2 rounds, 3 rounds minimum. Period. Right? At the end of the day, but now, like I said, Canelo got to understand you done gave this man a whole year and something. Looking at your face, he got your face on the dartboard. He got your face all over the tip. Your face on the punching bag. he's had time. He's had time now. So you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So while people saying, "Oh, this fight, this and that," I think this fight is gonna make out to be a way better fight than what people trying to pan out. They think it's gonna be so one-sided. I don't see it. I don't see it.
There could be a situation for Caleb to where he's over prepared. You know what I'm saying? To where he's overconfident in his skills and abilities. There could be a situation where he's done so much training that he hasn't given himself time to really recover. He's become lost in it. He's become lost in the thought of Canelo to where he hasn't had time to recuperate, because that's part of training also, recuperation. And it's not just physical, it's mental also. You have to be able to take yourself out of the fighting mode for a little while just to relax your mind, body, and spirit. Could this be a situation where he's had so much time for Canelo that Canelo has overwhelmed and invaded his thoughts, his dreams? Every process that he takes is just Canelo. We've seen this. We've seen this with Mr. Deontay Wilder earlier this year and for the past, couple of years. Could this be that situation?
It could be that's a great point, because I was watching the Sean Porter podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter. This was the podcast before the third fight with Deontay and Tyson Fury. He said he was, they get to be in the back. You know what I'm saying? He was commentating that fight. He said one thing he was doing was the reason he feel like his legs were so weak. He said, dude never sat down. He never sat down. He kept walking back and forth, pacing. He said he was so anxious. He was so anxious to get out there. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, that could play a big part. Now, the reason I'm saying this, because like what you said, if you constantly thinking, that's exhausting you all day itself. Even if you take a week off, you constantly thinking. Because the reason of training is to make it become muscle memory, right? It's not to be able to just, you got to think about what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do. So, you know what I mean? You mentally is about 65% of it, 75% of it. You gotta be mentally prepared for what you finna go into, and I'm hoping. I hope it's not gonna turn to somebody. I think y'all said the word like a big mistake or whatever. Faux pas. What'd you say?
A faux pas.
There you go. A faux pas. Yeah, I was trying to use it. So what? But anyway, but I hope it doesn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? I hope he doesn't go in there and his mind is just so cluttered on what he want to do that he can't pick out what he wants to do.
It's a situation to where the mind is overwhelming the reflexes.
Yeah,
muscle memory. That's what I'm hoping does not happen, because that's going to make for a bad fight, and it's going to make it seem like Caleb is garbage, but he's not.
Yeah,
it's a situation where he just outthought himself, and that's possible.
Right, and I will tell you this. One thing about Canelo can play mind games with you now. You sit there and he see that you not what you seem to be. He will set you up to make you think that you're doing something. Now that's something that I peep that he's very good at, throwing feints that aren't really feints, because you're not gonna bite on it, but it's like, dare I say, like a reverse feint. A feint is to make you flinch. Flinch you want to, flinch as you want to. Sometimes he throws a feint where it's lazy, and you don't move, and then your mind, you're like, what is this dude doing? But now you sitting still. You're relaxed, too relaxed. And then he start jumping on you. And I see him doing a lot of that in this fight because, like I said, old boy about 5 inches taller than him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, will we see the mistake of all mistakes? The number one thing I hate from boxers is fight your height. Don't hunch over, bro. Boy, I'm talking to you, Caleb. Don't lean over.
Please don't.
Don't lean over.
Please.
Fight your height. He wants that. Fight your height, bruh. Don't spread your legs. Don't do none of that. Fight your height. If you hunch over, do some Jermaine Taylor type stuff, oh my God, man. We don't need that.
All right.
We don't need that.
All right. Like, here's what I think needs to happen for Canelo to be successful. This is for Canelo to be successful. He needs to lull Caleb to sleep early, like you said, with the reverse feints. He needs to lull him to sleep. Honestly, give him 3 rounds. Get him to where he's relaxed. Give him the situation to where he feels like he's in control. But my favorite line from The Dark Knight Rises, when Vane put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Do you feel like you're in control?"
Right.
Do you feel in control?
Right.
Give him that.
Right.
Give him that and let it come slow. Let the build-up be a death by 1,000 cuts. Let that be the case. One round. All right. You let him tee off whatever. That last 15 seconds, you show him who the real king is. You let him know, hey, you're just in here because I'm allowing you to be in here. You're only on this stage because I allow it. I allow it, not you. I am king. I am legend. You are just a peasant. Let him know that where his place is. If Canelo does that for the rest of the fight, he wins.
Now, to touch on that too, to give y'all some insight. All 80 y'all in here, or 16 or more, who are all watching. When he does that, go look at the BJ Saunders fight. Right? It looked at one way, didn't it? But the whole time you saw BJ slowly coming on. But it speaks testament to what Mr. Polo J just said. In the midst of him letting him get them little shots off, the shot that got him up out of there, he had already tried it about 2 or 3 times before, putting them 2 punches together because he saw something. See what I'm saying? Then he turned up and he caught him.
Right straight with the left uppercut.
Yeah. And then he caught him. You get what I'm saying? That's how that goes, bro. That's how that man operates. When you want to come in and be too busy, he'll act like, okay, you doing something, but the whole time it's like he calculating something. You got a weakness somewhere. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and then now to be fair in that BJ fight though, he figured it out right in time because BJ was ramping up. I will say that, but he lost, right? But that's how intelligent he is, though. You know, he ain't been around this long. You know, for whether if he give you a month and a half training, that's just strategic. You still got to say yes to it or not. Once you say yes, it ain't his fault no more. You see what I'm saying? You said yeah. You know what I mean? But now we got one of the wiser guys that told him no, and he got a year. But I'm gonna tell you what Khalid got to do. Caleb got to do. Man, get it right.
Go ahead.
What Caleb has to do. Caleb has to live and die behind that jab. He's going to live and die behind that jab, and he's going to do a lot of in and outs. And the in and outs is not all about hitting this man in the face or he hitting him in the gut. He's going to touch him up in the shoulders, the arms, everywhere. Why? That's just staying busy. The more you stay busy on him, less he gets to think. When you just trotting around, waiting on him to do something, because I've seen, I'm trying not to say the name wrong. Hey, look, do this, he likes to counter. When he gets comfortable, he wants to let you start swinging, and then that he's gonna have to draw that up out of him. He's not gonna be able to wait on him, but you're gonna have to draw it up out of him with feints, like say by touching him and turning him. You're not gonna be able to just stand there all day in front of him. You're not gonna be able to do none of that. He's going to be 100%. I'm trying to find a good Ali reference who he fought. I want to say George, huh?
If anything, he's going to have to try to treat him like Floyd did. Like he did Floyd Patterson. If anything,
like you're gonna he's gonna have to stay on his toes. He's gonna stay be nimble,
stay busy.
Yeah, it's gonna be treacherous, but it's I can't say it's gonna be hard for him because only he don't know when to take rounds off and you know what I'm saying, whatnot. But you want to frustrate the beast, that's what you gonna have to do. And the reason I'm saying this because he knew that. The only way he was gonna beat Triple G that second time, if he wasn't staying still. He was not gonna stand still because in a sense, Canelo has turned into the new Triple G. Until Triple G got beat. And now Triple G ain't nobody. Same thing with Canelo. He saw Triple G had a chin. Triple G can take his best punches. So in the second fight, what did he do? Stride around in a circle the whole fight, jab, 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 threw power punches when it was clean enough to do so. But other than that, he had to do it for how many rounds?
12.
And when people say it can't be done, he did it. He not a god. He just a boxer. So if he could do it, now it did take a lot. He was tired, boy. That boy was red. He was red. But he pulled it out, and it was close. Now I will say this, though. If it's a close bout, Canelo gonna win.
You know, we just basically spoke about the first 4 rounds. That's all this was, just the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
The second 4 rounds. You know, after adjustments are made. Round, 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9 right here. I look for Canelo to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yes.
Aggressiveness. Getting him
level 2.
Level 2. Getting into his square to where his reach means nothing. Reach means nothing. Hit him in the hips. Because it's going to seem like it's going a low blow or whatever, but it's not because you're hitting him in the hips. Take that pain away. Take it to where when he starts to move, it hurts to move. Get him there, and then start working up the ladder. Start working your way up the ladder from the hips to the kidneys. Get him to bend over. Get him to fear those body shots because at this point in time, you done took away his reach. And reach is everything for a boxer of his height. So once you get that, you're in the pocket. You have no choice but to make him clinch. And once he clinches, his hands are up. When his hands are up, you let loose on the kidneys, solar plex, all of that. Let loose. That's my goal for round 5 through 9. What about yours for Caleb?
For Caleb? No. No, I agree with you on that. This is when I say he has to move around a whole lot so he don't get caught with them type of shots. Now, believe it or not, I do believe that he's going to get caught a lot more. But see, he's going to take a page out of what you're saying is kind of what he has to do to him. He has to take that same page that Canelo did to Callum
Smith.
Pop out arm.
Mm-hmm.
Tag him up, touch him up everywhere. That's what I said. You're going to touch him up everywhere. That his game plan is not so much going to shift. It's going to be the mixing of punches. You're not going to you can't give the full onslaught in the first 4 rounds, right? He's going to constantly have to mix things up. His arsenal is going to have to be big and vast. It's going to have to be, all right, dang, he was shooting this, that right hook clean. He did catch me with that. Oh my God. Okay, shoot. Now we in round 4, going 5, going to 9. Oh shoot, what this dude just do? Oh, he trying to go to the body now. Oh my God, he just threw a double right hook, body to the head, pop, pop, and then he back out. Then Canelo comes in, and then he throws a lead left, bop, and come with a right uppercut. He's gonna have to do these things, even though it's gonna look like it'll knock Canelo out. We know it's not, because there's not that much pop on it. But that type of arsenal would confuse the hell out of Canelo. Canelo has never faced an arsenal like that since who? Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't. You can't find one person, not even Triple G. Triple G was just stronger than him, pushing him back, and nobody had ever pushed him back like that. That was the frustration of that. And Triple G don't got no head movement, but he got a heck of a chin. All right. But the only person that frustrated him enough with a barrage of different type of punches and can fight going backwards
was Floyd.
Mayweather. And it served its purpose. Baited him in, made him miss. Frustration is key. One more thing. I know you got something. Amir Khan. I'm sick of y'all talking bad about Amir Khan in this fight. First off, Amir Khan stepped up in weight to give this man a fight. All right. So he's a smaller man. He should have got slept. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I dare you go watch who was winning the fight. Amir Khan. Amir Khan didn't get caught till he thought he got. I don't know why Amir Khan think he got all the power in the world for some reason, but he got cocky and thought he could stand there and trade with the man. See what I'm saying? Don't do that. If you're gonna go in, go out. You can't get flat-footed. You can't do none of that. But speed kills, and I'm gonna be real with you. The only reason I say you got to mix it up with a different punches, because you don't want to get timed. Canelo has proved he is a master timer. He go figure you out. So that for me is just, it's not a set thing for Khalid. It's up to Khalid what, long as he doesn't get stagnant. Long as he, jab, back up, jab, back. That man gonna end up walking through that. You see what I'm saying? Jab, time. Okay, jab, look, bop, every 2 steps. Now you want to take a step, bop, okay, take another step, fool, bop, uppercut. You see what I'm saying? Right when he think he times you, he throw 2 jabs every time. Every time I take a step. No, hold on. Pop, uppercut. Get your butt back. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mix it up. You're not going to be able to do the same thing at all. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the 9 through 12. I'm going to be real with you, bro. It's going to be guts and glory in them rounds.
That's what I was about to say for us on Canelo's side. Every time the round ends, do not sit down.
Yeah, it's going to be guts and glory.
Don't sit down.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit down, that shows that you're tired.
Yeah.
You want to give that other man the implication that I'm not tired. I can keep doing it. I can go another 3 rounds. We could do this for 15 rounds.
I wouldn't even sit down in the corner.
No, don't sit down at all.
I don't want my legs getting tight. I don't want none of that. I want you to see me. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I would want my corner to lie to me. Son, you losing. Keep my mind in that frame. This is war, boy. I need some. You need to go. You showed up, but we need you to show out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, on Canelo's side, I would still stand there and be like, it would be put him away. Yeah. Put him away. He's lasted too long. He's lasted too long. Are you king or not?
And that's the beauty of this. You got the man who's been on the stage, and now you got the man who's been here. So it's like Caleb is. Well, I'm gonna say it the other way around. It's like Canelo is the calm, and Khalid is the storm. Mm-hmm. Khalid gotta be up and ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be the hold on. I gotta prove to you I'm the aggressor. When the other guy like, man, okay, come on. And he already know how to keep his mind clear. He already know, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of this fight, because somebody has a point to prove. And the other one, like, I'm not finna give you this shot to prove it.
It's almost like you just reminded me of Hurricane. The movie.
The Hurricane dude in jail? Yeah, that's a real dude. You know that, right?
Yeah, you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Even though we all know that was based on Mr. Knockout himself.
Yeah.
It's almost like that in a sense. It's almost like that. I have nothing to prove. You have everything to prove, but then
Right.
I still have to prove to you also that there's nothing that you can do.
Right.
So in a sense, it's a mental trick bag on both fighters. At this point, it's like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're not that bad. Let me show you that I am that bad. I have everything to prove. I have nothing to prove. Let me see what you got.
Right.
I don't have to show you anything, but let me show you a little taste. But is it going to be a situation to where Canelo's might get overconfident too?
Yeah.
It's
with his reach. See, that's the bait and switch. That's where I was going with the next. The bait and switch is going to be very, very popular this fight, because if you can get him reaching, people don't understand. Finding your reach and reaching is two different things. I'm sorry, not finding your reach. Finding your distance and reaching is two different things. And if it's one thing I know Caleb know how to do, when you reach, he could teach. He know how to take, when he see you reaching, I wish I had I'm about to change my whole cell too, where I'm gonna be standing up soon. But like, if you swing, if you catch a boxer, right, and he's standing in a natural boxer stance, if you know what a boxer stand is, right, he know when he see a punch coming, he takes that one step back. And when you take that one step back, your lead foot kind of stays the same, right? Mm-hmm. Your back foot goes back. And what it does, it makes your head do this. Now you out of reach. Wow. If he could do that, it's not a pull counter. So don't get mixed up with a pull counter. Pull counter is me making you run into my punch. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He takes that step back and make him constantly reach. He can capitalize off of that. Because one thing he's a great counter puncher.
See, the thing about that is the goal to put him away on the chin.
One thing, I don't think the goal should be putting Canelo away. The goal should be sitting him down. Get them 10-8 rounds.
No, I'm talking about on the Canelo side. Is he?
Oh, you talking about? No, I was talking. Okay.
I know what I'm just countering right now. Like, okay, your chin is out. Your chin is out of reach. Right. But all this is available.
Right.
So we've already established that Canelo has power. He has power. Yeah. Do you really want to be in a situation where I've been tagging you in this midsection all fight? You want to give it to me still?
No. This is the bonus stuff. Like we not talking about the round stuff. I'm just saying this is stuff if you implement it. Too. Yeah, if this is implemented periodically, it could work for him. See, if he got him reaching, that means he ain't got a chance to get to Khalid body yet. If I can make you keep reaching and missing, I got longer reach. I'm gonna tag you every time. It's not about me being able to knock you, get closer to knock you out. It's about making you look stupid convincingly every round, right? Mm-hmm. So therefore, you may not get that. It'll be unanimous decision on my end because I already know I can't knock you out. He admitted it in the press conference. I put plenty of dudes on their butt. It was too late. You know when they realized it? When they was on their butt. He couldn't, but he don't knock nobody out. He know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Make him reach. Take his distance away. Don't let him get comfortable because once he get comfortable with that distance, that's what's gonna make him have to work a whole lot harder. You see what I'm saying? But
true.
This comment just keeps on. I put it up here. Mr. Cheesehead, Green Bay all day. We gonna lose Monday though. But look, Canelo, you said Canelo has taken out Colin Smith taller with longer reach. That's a fact. But it goes into what I just said. How did he take him out? By popping him on, taking his lead right away from him. Right? Mm-hmm. No, it was a lead left, wasn't it? Taking his left away from him. Same thing. If Caleb decides to hunch over like Liam Smith was doing, same thing will happen to him. If Caleb keep his hands up and fight tall, he won't have that problem. See, there's a difference of fighting a tall fighter, and then that fighter wants to lean over and become your height. This is a fighter right here. This Mike. I'm taller, right? We get in the ring and I do this.
No.
Why? I just gave up the fight, bro. Why? I made it easier for him. Plus, it's gonna be harder for me to move back.
But see, what I'm conveying is the significance of the body shot. Significance of it. You start tapping that stomach. You start tapping that solar plex. Give a couple real good ones in there. He's going to hunch over.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to take that anymore.
Yeah.
So you're forcing him to become your height, fight your fight, just by taking that advantage away, which is height. How does he get around that? I don't think there's any way that he can. Because, we can talk all we want. We can like him whether we want to or not. But Canelo is one of the most intelligent boxers out there right now.
No doubt.
A couple of 5 or 6 jabs to the stomach, consecutively.
That should be his home.
I'm just going to make you feel. Give you 2 to touch, 3 to feel. 2 to touch, 3 to feel.
That should be his home, though.
You want to start. Okay, now. And then that's when he hits with the feint with that, and then leaves with an uppercut.
That's how he got Billy Joe.
Yeah, what he's really good at is his uppercuts.
He saw Billy Joe didn't like getting tapped in them 3 rounds.
He did not.
Billy Joe was coming on, but he started noticing Billy Joe didn't like getting tapped in that gut. But Billy Joe was so afraid to just block his stomach, he would hunch over and try to block all of his face and his stomach. So he was like, okay, I see it. SM Vine, you from St. Louis, man? What side you from? Hey, if everybody want to, man, put in where y'all from, man. But nah, you know what I mean? You're right. That's why I was trying to say, the guy's just intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
When you think you got him figured out, like I said, I peeped it, but he was tapping him in that stomach. Every time he tapped his stomach, he folded up. He said, "Oh, that's in my head." I said, "That's coming back. That's coming back to bite him in his ass because he's figuring him out," and it did.
See, that's why I said that press conference was more important than what people are making it seem like. It was the mental chess game. Game. Letting Canelo know what he can get away with and what he can't get away with. Letting Caleb know what he can get away with and what he can't get away with.
Right.
So from what I've seen in there, Canelo is not as dangerous up close as people think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because, though, like I said earlier, when we started the show, Caleb was looking up at him the whole time. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Right.
What are you doing? What are you about to throw? Because anything that you throw right now, I have something that's going to answer with it so viciously.
Right. And I got a video, too, before we get up out of here. I'm going to show y'all when a fighter really want to do something to another fighter. This is why we say do your history. But shout out to Brooklyn, Illinois. Man, is that East Side, East St. Louis, baby? Oh. We know this East Oakland all day with Chappelle, baby. Know that. KC, Mr. Polo from KC. Kansas City Mo.
Little Oakland.
Basically. I'm the only one here. If Khalid wins Tokyo,
it's Tokyo Douglas.
I'm lost. You guys explain that one to me. I don't know what you mean by that. Man. If I'm the only one here, if Khalid wins, what's Tokyo Douglas, bro? Is something I'm not hip on?
Let me see.
Well, anyway, I got this in here, man. Y'all got something to say. And I know there's a bunch of other stuff we want to touch on. We're gonna talk about this through the week. You're gonna see a lot more of the Judges Table coming up too. Like I said, this is Judges Table live every Wednesday, regardless what the heck going on. When you get in the Judges Table live, we're gonna start doing recorded sessions of the Judges Table live. If you're a person who don't like watching videos, we're gonna be going to Anchor soon. So we're gonna be on Anchor where you can listen to us. You can listen to us on here. We're gonna start uploading just the audio versions. as well. The audio version will be over there on Anchor. Also, you can check us out at www.gmt-boxing. Come check out the website. If you are a freelance writer, freelance video editing, please hit me up in my email. We have future endeavors coming up where you will be needed, and I am looking for dependable people. All right. So if you're serious, please email me at njrmedia3. That's the number 3 at gmail.com. All right.
Also, if you are into the sports writing aspect of media and all that stuff, go to itrcboxing.com.
Right.
Serious inquiries only. If you are into writing, editing, any of that, hit me up at njrmediajl@gmail.com.
Yeah. Dead serious, guys. You want to make some little exchange here and there? Like I said, freelance now. As business grow, hey, you be first to be, you know what I'm saying, hired on. As right now, everything freelance, pay per job. Details in the look, email, we give details. Mm-hmm. All right. I like to email, we give details. You feel me?
Seriously. We're looking for editors and we're looking for writers. Well, I'm looking for writers. He's looking for video editors.
You don't have to be the most, if you know how to write. Okay, if you know how to write, if you good at writing and you know your sports, you just may qualify, bro.
Please.
We ain't asking for nobody who been to college and get degrees and work for newspapers, bro. This might be your shot. You feel me? So if you feel, trust me, just like say email again, WWE email either one of us. But if you're about writing, I prefer that you email Polo. Polo, if you sports writing or writing, good at writing, email Polo. Polo, tell me your email one more time.
It is njrmediajl@gmail.com.
All right, that's what's up. And then if you with the video editing or writing, you can hit me either one of us. But video editing definitely is njrmedia, the number 3 at gmail.com. Hit me up and make sure you put while you're emailing in the subject. All right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're trying to build the Rolodex. Go right ahead, sir. What you was going to say?
No. You said Tokyo. You said Tokyo Douglas. You didn't say Tyson Douglas.
Oh, okay. I got you. Tyson. That's why I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I got you. Like that make more sense, guy. That make more sense. I was like Tokyo Douglas. All right, what are you talking about Tokyo Douglas?
I know Tokyo Douglas is a restaurant. It's a steak and sushi bar. I know that, but
this dude Polo know too much, man. Shut up, Polo. This dude know everything, bro. Like, dude, who would do that? This dude told you this steak bar. Like, how do you know that? This dude know a bunch of information, bro.
It's in Georgia.
He know a lot. Golly. Good stuff, though. Good stuff.
See, that's the thing. I've never heard that term. Tokyo Douglas.
He said, oh my God, Tokyo Douglas
is as famous
as No Mas. What fight was that used for? Dude, I watch all, bruh.
See, but I like that.
Boy, you about to have me. Boy, I'm about to be doing some research tonight. And I got to go to bed, dude. Yeah, I know No Mas. Yes. You don't know that. My dude quit. What do you, no more?
No more.
Yeah, like, yeah, everybody know No Mas. He quit. He gave up. He was mentally frustrated. He wasn't getting his butt whooped like that, but he was just, man, he was like, man, I don't even want to do it. Dude keep running. And he gave up. He couldn't. It was too much fast, too much speed for Sugar Ray. Like, yeah, everybody know No Mas. I've watched that fight I don't know how many times. But Tokyo Douglas, though, either that just went through my ear or I probably thought they was trying to say something else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm dying to know. You got to let me know what it is. The link is right there. I don't know, SM Vine, if you ever use StreamYards, you don't have to show your face. You just get on the chat with the fellas. You hear me?
Exactly how good was Tokyo?
Because goddamn me, I need to know about this.
Hold on, was Tokyo?
I need to know about this. And if you do SM5, make sure you, no matter where you watch it from, because we are broadcasting on 3 different channels at one time.
I'm looking it up now. Huh.
We are broadcasting on 3 channels, man. I appreciate everybody who's watching on any respective channel. But make sure you sub up, no matter where you at. And no matter what channel, we are broadcasting on Slick 50 TV, In the Red Corner Boxing with Polo J, and GMT Boxing. If you don't mind, go sub up to all 3 of those channels for us, y'all. We got more great things coming through. Real spit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want to be subbed to each one of them. Get ready for the new reinvented Slick 50 TV. That has not gone anywhere. All right. It's just going to turn into what I want it to be, and it's time to push it. We're going to have different shows over there, like I said before, about 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have sports, sneakers, everything is coming back to there. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you are definitely set to Slick 50 TV and all of these channels, bro. Because it's going to be one of the requirements, guess what? For the contests. So you're going to want to be subbed up regardless. Contests and giveaways and things. Is he saying Mike Tyson gave up in that fight? No, Mike. No, I don't think so. Is it? What's going on with it, man? We looking at SM Vine. I'm gonna put the link here one more time just to see if people won't come through. But hey, Pell, you don't really feel like that. No, Mike was cheated, bro. It was a 13-second count, bro. Like, really, that dude was talking to Douglas. And at that time, certain constituents even said they was tired of Mike having the belt.
He wasn't.
The only reason Buster got that fight because they couldn't get a big fighter to fight Mike. Gotta do y'all reading. Mike didn't get it. Mike got hit with some stuff. But, yo, and it was his fault, too. Now that I would say, Mike didn't even train. He what did he say? He didn't even train for the fight. He was sniffing dope. You know what I'm saying? The night before.
I think the fight was in Tokyo.
Okay, was in Tokyo?
Yeah, that's why it's called Tokyo.
But that slow count, Buster was supposed to be gone. Even that he didn't train. Even though he was I was fornicating and sniffing blow. That's what he said. And he still would have won that fight. But dude counted slow, bro.
Oh, I like
on everything. You know what I'm saying? Tokyo Douglas, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, that's what it do.
I just never had heard that term before.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that though.
Yeah, bring something to the show, man.
Yeah.
But we will be talking about. I said we're talking about Mike Tyson. Dare I say it? We're gonna talk about the Mexican Mike Tyson, Isaac Cruz.
Oh,
this right here is gonna be something else. But I will put Mike got whooped that night, fellas. Holy smokes! What kind of writer do you need? Sports writer.
Sports writer.
Sports writer. You know, it containing sports. You know, it could be serious pieces.
If you're interested in baseball, boxing, football,
the website is leading on boxing. Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
it starts boxing and other sports.
Mm-hmm.
If you in the UFC, MMA, you know
that counts.
And like I say, we small now, but it's some good side money to write a paragraph. We not asking you to write a book. You feel me? You can write a nice, healthy paragraph, but guess what? I'm gonna let that man. He's chief and editor, dog. So you got to go through him to get hired on each job. Like say, ain't no hiring, but you know he'll be the man to say, "Hey, he's good," because that's what he does. He's the man with the words. He taught me fupa. I can't even spell it. It just sound good. Like,
God damn.
Yeah, be the Mexican Mike Tyson, man. Y'all don't know about Isaac Cruz, bro. Y'all better go, man. I called it. Y'all didn't even show my video no love. This is the first video too. I was like, boy, when you miss a couple days on the tube, bro, y'all don't be playing, bro. Y'all, I got like maybe 4 or 5 views on that video, but if y'all had saw that video, I called it, but nobody watched it. It's still up. Go back and watch it. I said, everybody's talking about Gary Russell. I said, I don't think Gary Russell can gain that much weight. They probably had to push the fight back to January, February. I said, but there's this little dude named Isaac Cruz, and they pronounce it Isaac Cruz, that just fought in June that will probably give him hell. And I never thought in a million years they would have picked my pick, because he only had about 4 or 5 fights in the States. He's fresh from Mexico, bro. Like, but he's been on a win streak. He's been whooping everybody's butt over here. And he comes straight forward like Mike Tyson. He said, man, you know what? How about this? Should we show a little polo?
Go right ahead. B said that I got high standards. I do not have high standards with it. Look.
You just not figuring that out, B? It's the most bougiest dude I know. No, you quit flag.
Look, I'll tell you this. You write it, I can make it look good.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up, bro.
That's all I can say.
Now remember, we small, but some nice money, bro. You know, it'll be some nice, you need some gas money, club money, and as we get bigger, y'all know how to go. We
gas,
just looking for
club money, attorney.
We trying to build that Rolodex up on people we can depend on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And your name gonna be on and everything. See, they gonna know who wrote it. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is write it. We'll find a picture. We'll find all that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that may lead into other endeavors, because we not the only website you could write for. When you independent, when you freelance, you can write for many websites and get paid. A lot of people don't know that that's a legit hustle, fam. People work for newspapers, but they don't work for the newspaper. If you catch my drift.
It's freelance.
It's freelance, bro. It's like, if you know how to write, bro, you know what I'm saying?
I don't need money, but you guys need a guy. Yeah. Okay.
You don't need money, but you guys need. That's a fact. We do. Yeah. Hey, SM Vine, if you are on IG, Polo, is this your IG on here right here anymore?
Yes.
Polo_Jake. Hit Polo up. DM.
No, that's that. I changed it to in the red corner.
Oh, you check it, ain't gonna come up, huh? Text. He's gonna put it in the chat real quick. You can email him or his IG, DM him, and then y'all go back and forth from there. But we appreciate that though, man. If you want teamwork, make the dream work. Nobody's gonna be forgotten. Believe that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm gonna move our names real quick. Move our names, boom. And then we're gonna show Isak. We're gonna show a little bit of Isak, and no pun intended. Cause dude could bang.
That's crazy. It won't let me do that.
It won't let you do what?
I figured it out.
Gotcha. Here we go. Share that screen. All right, here go Isak Cruz, yo. Yes, I called him that. The Mexican Mike Tyson. Look for us to be talking about him some more as well. But as of right now, we all gonna shine our light on this cat. All right, this is when you see height don't matter. Now, you can take this in reference to Canelo and Khabib if you want, but this is a whole different style than Canelo. This guy is Sean Porter-esque mixed with Mike Tyson, like for real, legit, real power for a little guy. You know what I'm saying? There was no problem to have him make weight. As you see, he's already 133 on here. He was 130, and he got to fight 135. So this is nothing. The only difference is I need to know his reach versus Gervonta's reach. I don't know Gervonta's reach. What the hell?
What?
Right there. What just popped up? NJR Meter JL.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you do that? How'd you do that?
When you create an email account, it automatically creates a YouTube account.
Oh, I got you. That's how it would let you do it the other way for some reason. I got you. No, this 135, fam. And this is the guy that's gonna give you. See, he look like don't like one of them bad kids. Just bad. You be telling like, why you keep doing it? They just keep doing it.
Give you a
You
headache.
gotta put that leather to their butt. It's that kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? He look bad, bro. He don't, dude. And we gonna show. This is some highlights. Like I said, his last fight was in June. I've been hip to Cat. You know what I'm saying? But again, go show my love some video so everybody know I was right. I'm mad that I was right. Nobody saw it. I'm mad. I ain't gonna lie. I called this. I called it. No, I'm playing. But I did. I called it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I told my constituents, and they was like, no, it ain't happening. No.
Hold on now. Hold on.
No, it was supposed to be Mr. Devin Haney.
I seen a situation where it didn't happen with Devin Haney. I was confused on who the hell it was going to be.
I was like, Isaac could give him the best fight, and this is gonna be a good match because this guy is relentless. And I know y'all like go ahead and hit play, but I can't help stress how much y'all was right. Now, do I think that I'm gonna let y'all be judged? I'm not gonna talk no more. All right, let's get it.
Who has that close?
Everything is. Did y'all see that, bro? Look at this. Polo. Are you looking? Look at these uppercuts. Watch these uppercuts that's gonna come. Not that one. You saw a leap. That's that Mike Tyson I'm talking about. Oh man, I hope I went back for it now. Yeah, I didn't go back for it now.
He's willing to get his head in there.
I'm about to try to find that uppercuts. That's what got me. Dude, do not stop moving, bro. I'm gonna start it right here.
I believe the Mexican style.
Bro.
I was watching. I see.
Dude, don't stop. And he's the shorter fighter, bro. All of them, man. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? That was just a highlight of dude. Go, you watch that entire fight. This ain't enough. It was so much in this fight that dude, man. I was like, oh my God. He like Tasmanian devil. He just was everywhere. Vargas couldn't get no space whatsoever in that fight. Dude was just on top of him. And the beautiful part, yeah, that's right. Give me alone. I don't want to play no more. Like,
play too much.
Right. Tell him stop.
Oh, he's with bull crap.
Somebody tell him the bell to ring. Like, dude, why you over in my lap? Go and get in your corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, dude was on top of him, really was. And the beautiful part about this was that I'll let y'all see what he did to a tall fighter. Him and Tank is like the same height. I think they're an inch apart.
He's 5'5". Tank is
so.
5'5".
Can you imagine what this little dude? I'm sorry. What Isak Cruz could do with somebody that's his height, right? It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. I mean, and I'm glad it's gonna be a fan-friendly fight. I am, but the thing is too, though, I you know what? As of right now, I will say this is not a pay-per-view fight. Even though it's on pay-per-view, this is gonna be on pay-per-view, right? So go by it, support your favorite fighter, do what you do. What I think is gonna happen is Isak gonna bring the best out of Gervonta. I ain't like I said, because Gervonta not gonna have to fight an uphill battle. He has to fight somebody in front of him.
I think this might be one of the first fights you're gonna see Tank with at least an eye closed.
Something. it's gonna be a war. He gonna want to prove something with this one. And Isak is like, I got a title shot, and this dude went hard on Vargas, and it wasn't for no belt.
See, this has the potential of being one of them things that works out in the benefit of Tank. Think about it. You if you win this fight, you bring him in. You bring him in. You keep him close.
Hey,
you keep
him close. So you promote him on your undercards, bro. You just get this dude signed, man, on everything I love, bro. This is one of those fights when I be telling y'all, it's not who win or lose. It's about how you win and how you lose. If this dude come in there and give a straight war and turn that pay-per-view into people saying, you know what, I'm glad I bought it, bruh.
Mayweather gonna put money on this dude.
I promise you. And there's been fights like that.
This dude to stay around. He's not gonna want to face him really again. So he's gonna want to keep him around, keep him sharp, keep him in line. Basically, that's what you do with fighters like Tank. You bring somebody around who has tested them to keep them in line, keep them knowing what the prize is. Because let Isak get a few more fights under him, let him get to that 25, 27 range. It would actually be hell to tell the captain for this fight for Tank.
Right. Now I want to touch on something else that B said. Now, B, me and him talked about this behind closed doors. Tank will not come in at a 135. Tank will come in overweight. Now, I kind of agree with you on that but again, I don't know, because that's how they trying to market this cat. Reason being, if you look at the competition that Tank been fighting, just to say so they can say he fought at 130, 135, 140, it ain't been really nobody, right? 135 is where it's at right now. Okay, so I think they're gonna make him come in on weight. He gonna have to cut. Well, he's been cutting, right? But you're right, he's gonna come in every bit of 140, bro, on fight night. You know, this guy you saw on this night on weigh-in, he was 133, but we don't know how much he weighed that night. So I don't know what Isak walk around weight is. You feel me? At the end of the day, I will say this though. I don't think it's gonna matter how big fat Tank get, because see, one thing about Tank, it's not like Tank, like me, I'm built weird, bro. I'm like Kermit the Frog. My arms stay skinny, all my weight go to my face and my belly, right? Tank is kind of built the same way. It's all belly. It ain't like it spreads. You get what I'm saying? So you get him in there pudgy in the belly like that, he gonna be too soft. That's gonna do harm to him more harm than good. You got other people who rehydrate and it just spreads evenly. You get what I'm saying? Some people don't work out like that. And that's why he always have to cut weight. That's why he can't hold weight. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he lose that belt too, though, that ain't gonna do him no good. Because I swear I didn't know he had the regular belt. Where did he get the regular belt from? I do not know.
He just gave it to him.
Now I could swore because whatchamacall had the other title where it's like you next up, Rolly. Then I could swore dude had that, and they both said the belts got took to W. Never mind, I'm not getting that. Anyway, if he lose the belt at the scale, I don't care. But I'll say this though, I don't believe him coming in heavy gonna help you with a guy that's your height that can move. See, it helps you being heavy fighting a taller cat because he can't duck under your punches. He got to constantly move back, and if he leaning back and you leaping towards him, that ain't gonna do nothing but help you knock him down. He's gonna be fighting a guy his height that could duck under all of that, turn. You see how this dude swing, bro. Now, let's be fair. Who was the last guy he fought? 140? Only guy he fought.
Barrios.
He got popped and went into the ropes.
Barrios.
And Barrios was launching. Pop, 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 pop. No, all you saw him do was what?
No, actually, Barrios kind of laid off a lot, too.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about that one sequence when it was the 8th round. He popped. If I remember, I was yelling like, "What is he doing? Keep punching him!" And he hit. And I knew it touched and it shook. Gervonta, because he went straight back to the ropes and he folded. And he just went on a barrage of punches. Imagine if that was Isak.
He wasn't going to stop.
He wouldn't have stopped swinging. He'd have kept on swinging and going around his gloves. We just watched this whole, and like I said, I implore you, go watch this fight, bro. This dude, everything he throws is a power punch.
And see, the difference is there would have been some straights involved with this also.
Man,
it wouldn't have been just all hooks.
Man, you know what? I'm not going to call him the Mexican Mike Tyson, bro, because I want him to be Isaac Cruz. Isaac Tasmanian Devil Cruz. That dude going to be on top of him like white on rice. Like, mark my word. But it's going to be a good fight, though, bro. I'm telling you.
See him fighting on more Mayweather promotion fights.
I promise you, because people, though, why you think people like watching like the bantamweights and stuff? They be the same height, but they be throwing them. Nobody gets knocked out, but they be throwing them, though. You hear me? This is going to be one of them at 135.
I wonder, has anybody ever watched any of the Korean Zombies fights?
Who?
Of Zombies fights in Noye.
Oh, okay.
Have anybody ever watched any of his fights?
Yeah.
You in for some excitement. You are in for a treat.
And hey, B, let's always remember this too. Dropping a belt mean money. You know, you got to pay that man. At that moment, you come over way too heavy, and it's a pay-per-view, and that man say, "No, I'm not finna fight no dude at no 145." They would have to pay him to change his mind. We'll pay you to fight. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not on here to advocate don't buy. I'm not finna get into that. That's not one for. I'm just saying support your favorite fighter though. You know, support your favorite fighter. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do, for me, I also said it in my video. Go support my damn video. Look, I also said in my video that I felt like it wasn't a pay-per-view. I did. It's not. Because nobody knows who Isak Cruz is. But hopefully it makes enough pay-per-view buys. And guess what? Isak Cruz, not to mention these guys about to go against Sunday Night Football. This is on a Sunday.
Who's playing Sunday?
This pay-per-view takes place on a Sunday. I just tripped off that.
Let's see who's playing Sunday.
Is it Sunday or is Devin Haney and old boy?
It's gonna be Sunday.
Okay, because I know Devin fighting JoJo. He signed it. JoJo signed it, so we finna see what's happening with that.
But that's
on the zone, so
that can change.
If you ain't got the zone, I recommend getting the zone. Zone, y'all need to pay me, man. For real, man. I think I'm about to hit y'all up.
Oh, they moved. It's not the Chiefs and Packers isn't prime time anymore.
It was.
It was. They moved it. It's at 3:25 now. It was the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Wow.
Because of
y'all gonna win, so
because of Aaron and because of our record.
Man, the hell with that. That's weak, man. I don't think Aaron got none. I think they resting Aaron. Like, man, let Aaron sit down. Because old boy finna come back.
So the new one is the Titans.
And he only was sick for 4 days.
Mm-hmm. The new Sunday night game is the Titans and the Rams.
And that's just because old boy playing on the Rams probably. What's his name?
I believe that's what it is also. But the Chiefs and the Packers are no longer the Sunday night game.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Funkin Plant. Yes, I'm going with Plant in this match.
Y'all know I root for the underdog, so I'm going with Plant. But even though I still think it's a 50-50. But I will pick Plant. I like going with the underdog, man. Underdog always pay the most money.
Put it like this. Over here, GMT Boxing and in the Red Corner Boxing.
The judges table, baby.
The judges table. I can say the fights that we take serious, when we pick them, we ain't been wrong.
Yeah, we ain't been wrong yet. We ain't been wrong yet.
Sometimes it takes for us to convince the other one, but other than that, we ain't been wrong.
Yeah, this is a fact. We ain't been wrong. I will give you that, sir.
The only one I can say that I was wrong about, but I said it in the live. I'm picking more so with my heart than my head. It was the Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevens because I'm a vet. I was pulling for the vet. That's the only reason. So
we got respect for Canelo. You should. I know you was watching the whole show, but you been from the beginning, baby. I got respect for Canelo. Believe that. I just feel like he's smart enough. It is the gas tank, and can he hold up for 12 rounds? That's all it is. But I've seen them do it before, but it wasn't against the Canelo. But that's what makes this so intriguing.
Aggression is going to be the key to this fight. Aggression.
No, don't ever do that. You just did. Now you said don't disrespect Canelo, and you gonna say Canelo De La Hoya?
No. I believe. You know what?
B, we want to get you, boy.
Educational session number 1. Canelo versus a prime De La Hoya. De La Hoya would have been in his face too much.
And we got caught.
He would have got caught. But the thing about De La Hoya is he can take a punch.
He could take a punch, but them reels wasn't all that. And he got. I don't care, even pre what I was gonna say, pre Mayweather Canelo would have been a problem for De La Hoya.
I don't think. What the hell? No.
Hell yeah, dude. We talking about prime Canelo knew nothing but come forward and was nothing but power shots, bro. He did not pace himself like he do now. You take that De La Hoya that was flat footed and he'll turn with you and you could sucker him into a phone booth match with no problem.
But would you want to be in a phone booth with De La Hoya? No, you would not.
I would if I was Canelo.
Why would you want to fight to his strength?
Dude, because Canelo had more strength than De La Hoya.
Power don't mean nothing in the phone booth for real.
Bro, you put Canelo in the phone booth with De La Hoya, I guarantee you Canelo was coming out of it. He was too strong. He was too strong, too big for his weight class. Dude always been a weight bully, bro.
Okay, then let's put it like this then. I'll concede that to you. But Canelo's going to know that somebody was in there with him.
Hell yeah. I didn't say he was going to come unscathed. It would have been a hell of a match. But I'm just saying, I feel like he too strong. To beat Canelo, you just have to be that smart boxer. That you just have to be a very, very smart boxer. And just like,
Chavez could have beat Canelo.
If he could have made weight, yeah, if it was ever the same weight class. And yes, of course, Chavez was relentless, bro. Chavez, perfect example. E-Dub, Chavez, De La Hoya. I still beg to differ on that because De La Hoya wasn't real busy as Chavez. He may punch like Chavez, but he wasn't as busy as Chavez. But put Chavez Khalid. That's who Khalid needs to think like. Stay busy. You understand? That is the perfect. And busy don't mean just punches. Move your feet. Move. Don't get flat-footed. Know when to take your chances.
I thought we didn't already had this debate on the greatest Mexican fighters. I thought we didn't had this because I didn't. Dang it!
I mean, look.
Hold on there.
Chavez to me is the man because he never shied away from nobody. In this day and age, you can't argue with people for real because they be like, who he fought? Who? But back in the day, it was a lot different, bro. Everything was a lot different. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling, if you were a WWE fan and you knew about wrestling back then, it wasn't no Monday Night Raw and all that, and they fought each other. No, they didn't fight each other. It was the wrestling, it was the superstars of wrestling, and they fought a nobody. Your favorite wrestler came out every Sunday to fight somebody you did not know, and the match lasted like 2 minutes, and it was over, right? That's how boxing was. You fought a big boxer, then you fought people you didn't know, right? Just like For instance, Riddick Bowe, right? He fought Larry Donald. Who the hell was Larry Donald at the time? I don't know. Right? He was a big dude, talk this, but it was still like, who did Larry Donald fight? Right? But that's how it went. You beat a Larry Donald, you move up, and then you fight a big name. Today, everybody just want everybody to go raw and just, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, nobody look at the productivity, how he won the fight. How many times did he fight a year? Chavez, how many Chavez fight? Chavez had like what? 80-something fights.
Mm-hmm.
B, Sweet Pea, we got robbed by Chavez. I agree and not. Sweet Pea wasn't swinging enough, bruh. Sweet Pea wasn't swinging enough.
86 knockouts.
Now, Sweet Pea, say it again. I'm sorry, sir.
He said it was 107 wins with 86 knockouts.
How many times did this nigga fight a year?
Nobody
looks at that.
Boom.
This is crazy, bruh. Then you got, like B said, Sweet Pea got robbed by Chavez. That's why I said I can see it on both ends. If I was a Chavez fan, I'd be like, Chavez won, yay. If I was a Sweet Pea fan, I'd be like, Sweet Pea got robbed. I can see on both ends, but Sweet Pea was in there more of making him miss than punching. He wasn't punching a whole lot. He should have been punching more. That would have got the victory for him.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's get back to this Mexican thing. Like, okay, are you taking Canelo over Julio Cesar Chavez?
Who?
Are you taking Canelo over Julio Cesar Chavez?
If he becomes undisputed, he will become the #1 Mexican fighter. Who else been undisputed?
You want to take him over Marco Antonio Barrera?
Yeah, because he'll be #1. He will be undisputed. If he becomes undisputed.
Right now.
Oh, no.
You taking him over Eric Morales?
No.
Okay.
You name two of the biggest Mexican names that gave some of the best wars I've ever seen.
See, you already saying that you'll take him over Oscar.
No, not as of right now. I'm saying that if you right now you asking me like for his career, right?
Now,
I wouldn't. I would, even though you know what? I might take. No, I wouldn't. De La Hoya come before him.
You taking him over Humberto Gonzalez?
I don't know much about him. I couldn't even tell you.
Okay, my bad. Fernando Vargas?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fernando Vargas was a beast until he start getting digged in, like he start falling. And Fernando was a beast though, a real beast. I give it to him. Now that would be about. That would, Prime Fernando with even today's Chavez, my dude. I mean, I should tell you, today's Canelo, dude. I'll be like, it's 50-50, bro. This gonna go. You know.
What about Gilberto Roman?
I don't know about him.
Oh, thanks.
I may have seen him, but he don't ring a bell.
Juan Estrada.
Why? That sound familiar.
Juan Francisco Estrada.
They probably called him Frisco. That sound more familiar. Mal Garcia could have been a great Mexican fighter. I gotta look Mal up. I don't think.
Yes, he
you know how Mexican boxers do, bro. They change their first name and go by other names. Like Canelo is a nickname, bro. That's not his name.
His name is
Saul. But they do that though. You get what I'm saying? So I may know some of these guys that I'm saying I don't know. You feel me?
Oscar Valdez.
Hold on, I'll take Canelo over all of them. We can go to BoxRec. His resume is real, bro. Who? Canelo? Look, bro. I'm not discounting Canelo. Wait, man, why are you saying that? You can't count on Mexican barroom fights. Facts. But what I'm saying is all of them didn't just come. That dude, okay, just like Isak, he came over fighting names. That man came over fighting names and was mopping the floor with people. You can't take that from him. You could call them barroom fights. Okay, if there was barroom fights, then at the same time, how he come on and be successful?
That right.
It's just people kill me with that. It's another country. Just because another country don't mean they don't matter. England got a bunch of fights going on right now as we speak. So that's why the appreciation of boxing is going down, because we not appreciate all factions of boxing. You go to England, like when Conor Benn coming over here, people gonna say same thing. Who is Conor Benn? Blah blah blah. Not knowing this dude mopping the floor with everybody, but y'all gonna say they nobody because they not American fighters. When those people he beat are somebody in his country. That has substantial records. So before you say stuff like that, go look up the people that he beat. And then look how old he was when he beat him. That
name that E-Dub said, Salvador Sanchez.
Yeah.
He's beating the hell out of Canelo. He would beat the hell out of Canelo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He would.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Canelo fought Floyd at 23, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He shouldn't have fought Floyd. That was your boy De La Hoya, bitter. I got somebody for Floyd who gonna whoop Floyd up. He should never served him up to Floyd like that. Canelo wasn't ready for a Floyd.
He wasn't, but
Canelo was big, and he was just a body puncher. I mean, a big puncher. He had no boxing ability. But it was the greatest thing ever that happened to Canelo, because after that fight, Canelo learned boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm believe. Hey, peep this. This would kill me. You pull one name out your hat. Canelo fought Floyd at 23, and they're gonna say, who was Chavez fighting at 23? Go look it up, and you tell me. And then look that person's record up if it's available. But you can't discount the person who Chavez fought at 23 because you didn't see it on TV, or if you never heard of that person, that dude might have been that cat in his country. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that. But the Canelo fought Floyd decimated that cat, made him look like nothing. So would it have been fair to write off Canelo at that time? No, I didn't. Because you know why? I watched everybody who Canelo beat on the way to get to Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Canelo fought a bunch of people that was nobodies, that I knew for a fact were nobodies. It was when he got to Angulo, though. When he got to Angulo, and the way he took out Angulo, I said, okay, this boy might be the truth. All he got to do is learn this, and this.
Hold on now, B. I don't know if you trolling or you serious.
What?
A Mexican in a bar.
Here we go.
No.
It was, how you know it was a Mexican in the bar? Jay Beats was at it. How you know it was a Mexican in the bar? That's what I'm saying.
You just talking resume. All right, we talking resume. All right. Let's do this. Let's do it.
I don't know all the people. I know I don't know people. I'm just trying to make a point of, as American boxing fans, we quick to judge what we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like I said, and Polo will tell you, I watch British boxing. I watch female boxing. I watch things. And one thing I've noticed, I watch these British matches, and I'm like, dang, they got their own belts. Then as I'm getting older in life, I said, they got their own factions, like how we got WBC, WBO, WBA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so these guys ain't nobodies. Then you learn the guy that he fought was 32-0 and all this stuff just in his country, though. He just never crossed over.
Is Lonnie Smith a bum?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I don't think Lonnie Smith is a bum.
He gotta give Chavez his respect, but it's only for. In fairness, hold on. In fairness, though, I honor the man because his work rate. I honor the man because I seen his fights. I don't care about all the what you call bar fights. I care about the fights I got to witness. And he's a bad man. Yeah. I don't care about all that. And out of 100, what'd you say? 100-something fights, 80-something knockouts,
106 wins.
That's fine with me. And I'm pretty sure some of them probably was
85 knockouts, 4 losses by knockout, and just 6 losses overall and 2 draws.
Bruh, my dude got a total of 10 losses.
No, just 6. 4 of them was by knockout.
Come on, bro.
Like,
we can lay off Chavez. So people gonna try to say the same thing.
See, that's the thing though.
About people gonna try to say the same thing about Pacquiao.
In the throes of history, he's gonna be forgotten because of the new crop of boxing fans. They don't respect work. They just respect the glitz and the glamour. And I think that is one of the things that's going to lead to the downfall of boxing. Like, honestly, he fought De La Hoya twice. Honestly. Angel Gonzalez. He's not a bum.
Right. I know Angel Gonzalez. He's not a bum.
Tony Martin, not a bum. Like, seriously. Scott Walker, not a bum. David.
Now he said this. He's saying this. I'm just saying Canelo has been on a 10-year tear. Right. He may have been on a 10-year tear. But at the same time, though, the same way you got now, if you want to talk about resumes, because I don't believe resumes make the boxer. I really don't. But if you want to look at resumes, bro, and how he be doing folk, you have a different look. Liam Smith, month and a half training. Yildirim was a mandatory, they claimed, but he really should have fought BJ or somebody else, but he didn't have to fight his mandatory, but he chose to. He fought mandatory. Guess what that man had? A month and a week. Like he strategizes stuff. I ain't gonna lie. He don't give you time to train. He don't. And if you go down, like I said, I've watched the man get great. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, once he got great, he utilized it. He watched. He started being selective.
And almost
all of that
on Julio's list is a Hall of Famer.
There you go. Oh shit! My bad. Wrong button.
I've been kicked out of better places than this.
Stop it. But no, on everything though. Bottom line is that's why I don't go on the resume factor, because you can make a case point out of anybody's resume. I look at other stuff when I look at people's resumes. I want to see the fight and they work rate, what they do, the accuracy. This is the problem. Oh, immediate rematch. Right. You see what happened to Deontay Wilder? What if Deontay actually had got 2 fights in between this rematch and was actually had a chance to utilize the stuff he learned? You know, wouldn't that have served him better?
He fought 5 times in 1991.
I'm just saying. Y'all feel what I'm saying on that? Don't get caught up in resumes, bro. The whole thing. You can make it look one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Who the A side? Don't get mad. Who the A side? Canelo? I don't care. Canelo A side. That stuff don't mean that when you get in that ring. Why? Because he get to be in the red corner. That don't mean nothing. When he come out that corner, you got to meet in the middle.
Hold on now. That red corner.
I'm talking about your show. We're not talking about your show, man. I'm talking about, he said don't get mad because he the A side. It don't mean nothing. And furthermore, the A side was trying to run. For real, the A side, let's get real about this. The A side was the one ducking at first because the man was bullcrapping on signing the papers. He couldn't believe that Khalid was giving him everything he wanted. He thought it was too good to be true. Mm-hmm. He went so far to push Khalid away at one point. You know what the man said? He said, fine, I want a rematch if I lose. But if you lose, you can't have one. You know what Khalid said? Yeah. Okay, so the A side stuff don't mean nothing to me, bro. The A side just mean you may make more money. Well, not may. You are gonna make more money, which is understandable. You the man. But at the end of the day, when you get under them lights, we the same, bro. We the same. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no A side no more. It just mean I gotta get in here and do what I gotta do to win. So at the end of the day, man, I hope that fight happens, and I hope it end up being one of the candidates for fight of the year. Like I said, it's not about how you win. I mean, it's not about who wins, who loses. It's about how you win and how you lose. You may not believe it now, but if Canelo go on there, I mean not Canelo, if Khalid go on there and put on a show, and it end up being close, you see his stock goes up. His stock goes up.
This is true. This is more than true.
And it may warrant a rematch. It may warrant to the point where people gonna be like, man, it was so close. They just gave it to him because he was a champ, man. And when your promoters start hearing stuff like that, you know what goes off in that promoter head? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Hey, you need to get that dude a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be bigger than the first one, and you may get a rematch.
I doubt it.
It's just how you lose, bro. You know. Now, if he go in this and get his ass knocked out in 2 rounds, then hey, you may not see Khalid for 2 years. He may go do we gonna call that the Thurman way. He may go take the Thurman way and duck off for a couple years and then come back.
Go to Sao Paulo, Brazil, and
Yeah,
live on the beach for a little bit.
you know what I'm saying?
They say that he's found Christ and he no longer wants to punch people in the face.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know. But I hope it make candidate of the year. You know, I hope the Isak one. I hope Devin Haney and JoJo. You know,
I think JoJo's gonna pull out of this fight.
there you go, B. That's what I want to hear. Right? Well, Haney will match the Shakur performance because that is my dream match, and it's gonna happen soon. That is gonna happen soon. I don't care what nobody say. Haney versus Shakur is gonna be their super fight. That long as Haney stay on performance and like you say, and get in there and do his job. And I'm talking about get both of these cats in the ring undefeated. Oh my God.
What's his avatar? What's E-Double's avatar?
Yeah, I saw it. It says something. I can't read. You gonna get yo something.
She gonna get yours. That's from Belly.
Okay, got you.
From
yeah, that is a dude that made him take it. You gonna get you what? You get you, and they made him take his clothes off and stuff. They had to kill me, bro. You what, dude? I remember that scene. You gonna
I remember that too. I was sitting there like, you really gonna let them punk you like that, huh?
Right. I couldn't believe that. I said, what's this dude doing? Man, you tripping. And then made him sit there. Man, you lost your mind. I'd have peed on his floor. All on the whatchamacallit. I'm pissed everywhere. Oh, this was you
all on the money.
I'd have peed on everybody. I'd have peed on everybody. You'd have beat me up. There's no way they'd have jumped me.
You would have had to at that
point. He'd have thought I was a punk. Oh, this what you want? Boy, you know, lost your mind talking to me like that. But on everything. This fight right here, Haney should be able to put on a performance with JoJo. He should. With no problem. Coming off Linares, this should not be as hard as Linares. It shouldn't. I don't see it. Because for one, the ring rust that JoJo got right now, you know, I see that being a big factor, you know, for him and all of that. And taking this as a short notice fight too at that. So we'll see.
I believe this fight happens on fight day.
JoJo can pull out
anytime. He can fake an injury or something like that and just pull out. So, like I said, I believe this fight on the day of fight night.
Got you. I can agree with that too as well. Again, shout out to everybody who's checking us out. If you over on Slick 50 TV, if you are not subscribed to In the Red Corner Boxing with Polo J or GMT Boxing, please come on over and subscribe to these channels. We are streaming to 3 channels simultaneously. So subscribe to all right? Like I say, all the giveaways, all the contests, all the raffles going to require you to be subbed to all 3 channels anyways. So please take time when you got time and do so. But we almost at 2 hours. I want to play this, man, to show you when boxers really did Oh, shoot, excuse me. When boxers really didn't like each other. I want y'all to see that this is, if you never saw this, and JoJo won't pull out he needs this. He do need it, but he been needing money. Right?
Right.
And what happened?
Pulled out.
So, you know what I mean? But anyway, we gonna play this sort of as an outro, but stick around if you ain't never saw this. This is what happens when boxers really don't like each other. So let me move you out the way, B. My bad. There you go. Let's go.
If you're having trouble getting excited about the upcoming Riddick Bowe Larry Donald heavyweight fight, this could change your
Watch
mind.
this.
Oh.
Kind of similar with Canelo portrayed to do, right? Except that was real. He didn't like him. Dude talked too much stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you don't like somebody. Day before the fight. That's how you intimidate somebody. The day before the fight. He let him know, this is what you getting in the ring, buddy. And that's what happened. Riddick Bowe told him out the frame. So, you know, I mean, it was, you know, that's what happened, man. Let's see one more time. Just listen to the impact.
About the upcoming Riddick Bowe Larry Donald heavyweight fight, this could change your mind.
Yes, sir.
Hey, like, not meaning to change the subject or nothing like that.
Yeah, they still fought.
But
yeah, they did the next day.
But
and
that
Riddick beat him up.
That Fila jacket is tough.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. So yeah.
Yeah, they did. They fought the next day, B. Dude was just talking too much stuff, bro. And Riddick Bowe was like, you know what?
I
ain't got time for this. That's what happened when you know. And it's other ones. Mike Tyson got one, snatched dude up, but they really didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that right hand with that baby hook was just to set it up, stiffen his neck up. Every punch in boxing has a reason for doing a jab. Mess your back up, your neck. That's all a jab does. Because every time you get hit with a jab, you stiffen your neck up like this. It's natural to try to fight it. You know, it's natural. So every time I keep jabbing you, hit you in your forehead, it's gonna hurt your neck and eventually hurt your lower back. And guess what happens after that? You start lowering your hands, start hunching over.
Mm-hmm.
That little baby hook he threw, that little baby hook, you saw what happened? He turned his face right back and looked at him like, and stiff as hell, and he came with that damn right hook. Bam! That's what knock you out, because now your body telling itself the fight was coming next. Stiffen his neck up. That's why they teach you if you see it coming, what you supposed to do? Ride the punch. Don't you hold your neck stiff.
Roll with the shit.
For real.
That's true.
But we got a hour 55 in this joint. Boy, we just gave y'all 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 shows.
For real. Good talking though. That's what we like, man. We like when y'all interact and y'all say stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep us going, man. Real talk. We appreciate y'all for that, but I think it's my turn, man, to say, you know what I'm saying, the confidence, I don't know what we call it, the real spit segment. The real spit segment, always be an asset. All right, strive to be an asset in anything. And if you do that, you will acquire assets. You understand? That's what real money at. Plain simple. People try getting your way. Just make sure you know you bigger than that. Small thing to a giant. That's what we say out here. It's a small thing to a giant. Don't matter. It's always just like that found a way to hate on you. You can find a way to get over them. You know what I'm saying? Move past them. So
I got one. Never sacrifice the success you sacrifice to get. Never do that. You work too hard. Yes, good things do come back when you do sacrifice and you do it for the right reasons. But when you put yourself in a position where you're sacrificing just for material gain, you will always lose. Materials and things mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. It means absolutely nothing. So just hold your head up, work hard, and accept everything that's due to you. That's it. Those are the keys to success.
And I'm at piggyback on what he said. If it ain't got no future in it, don't worry about it. If what you doing ain't gonna set you up in the future, and it's just that moment, trust me, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it, because that's what you building for. That one building block for your future will lay out other building blocks to get you paid and prolong your future.
It's like that in business. It's like that in relationships. It's
Real
like
spit.
that in dang near everything.
Real spit, man.
Don't put yourself in the washer. Don't get yourself spun, man. But that's it.
That's what it do, y'all, man. I will be at SEL on Fight Night Slick. If I make it before the fight, okay, bet that, B. Bet that. That's what it do. Hey, we thank y'all for y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend. If y'all can share this podcast. You know what I'm saying? We greatly appreciate that. We trying to get our name out there. Without y'all, there is no us. Again, if y'all into writing, we look for freelance writers, freelance video editors. You know, if you want to write for the website, you know what I'm saying, make a little extra cash, be sure to hit up Polo J right here, all right? And you can hit me up if you want either one, video editing, sports writing, things like that, at njrmedia3, that's the number 3 at gmail.com. But be sure to check out the website as well, www.gmt-boxing.com. All right. Polo, say your email one more time for him, bro.
It's njrmedia@gmail.com.
Yeah, so if you know people, let them know, man. You know, don't be a hater. Let them know. Somebody needs some little exchange. Let them know. You know what I mean? And having said that, we at the 2-hour mark, man. We're going to let y'all go. Again, future episodes coming. We'll be coming to Anchor soon, so you can listen to us while y'all at work. We going to be uploading the audio version of this as well. Having said that, we up out of here. All right. Oh, that ain't how I've been saying that. There's going to be an audio only channel coming soon. Audio only channel. So we will re-upload audio.
Like, listen while you're at work and stuff like
or
that.
Or running or whatever. There will be a Judges Table podcast channel. We will need y'all support on that. And it'll be the audio. So you can just listen to it. You know, if you run, exercise, things like that. We just try to cover all bases. All right. Having said that, man, who we gonna let say it today? Oh, this for y'all haters too that y'all was talking yesterday. Yep, that's for y'all. And we do this when we get off the show. At y'all, real spit. You know what I'm saying? We only fuck with real ones like this. And having said that, we out.
Oh yeah, Jay Prince coming at you live and in living color, and you're watching GMT Boxing.